Right, so you wanna know what I found out about the other day?
What did you find out about?
Okay, so it's this thing called brown noise. Um, it's
Go
like
on.
white noise, but it's like the frequencies make it so you can't think clearly.
What you just said? I just heard nothing. I just heard nothing. Say that again.
The okay, so it's brown noise and it's like white noise, except
Right.
the frequency of it means that like you
You shit yourself.
you can't think clearly.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's probably useful for you. You probably don't want to do much thinking.
I, I think quite a bit actually, like at least a couple times daily.
A
Um,
couple what?
a couple times daily.
You have a handful of cohesive thoughts per day.
I mean, it's painful to do.
Your ears start
It,
bleeding. You
it,
break a sweat. Um,
it hurts.
on the topic of cohesive thoughts, I had a cohesive thought recently. Actually,
Oh
I
yeah.
had like an empty. We got like a 2 liter thing of juice, and it's like a milk carton that they've just put juice in instead of milk. And I finished it, and then I thought, there's literally nothing stopping me from refilling this with water and like orange squash. So I did exactly that, and it tastes the exact same. And now I'm drinking that.
Hold on. I'm switching to my mobile hotspot.
Are you not amused at all?
Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I switched to my mobile hotspot. Because my Wi-Fi is not doing too great. Yeah, I I got this is because I have the same thing. I got like a bottle of Gatorade the other day, but I liked the way that the Gatorade bottle was shaped, so I filled it up with just like dilute, like orange dilute, and I've just been this. It's been like a week and a half.
We're probably ingesting microplastics. The genius gets even better because I found out that what I can do is I can wedge it between my radiator and the wall, and it doesn't fall down. It just sits there beside my bed, so I always have water or
Perpetually,
whatever.
perpetually heating up.
Well, I don't have the radiator on right now. It's summer, but
Okay, wintertime comes. What are you doing with that curtain?
my house is actually warm enough that I don't turn the radiator on. I don't need the radiator
You're
at
insane.
all. I
You're
get I
you're
get too
cold
warm
blooded.
anyway. Like
You're
even
cold
in
blooded.
winter, I
You're a
sleep with the window
reptile.
open.
You're a reptile.
A fucking reptile.
Um, I had this funny little incident occur to me today. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I tested positive for COVID-19.
Ah, Skug.
What the fuck? And it's like
Where did you get it from? Get it from work, like, or what?
I got it from because like I work all around the city, and I've been like around with like a bunch of different people. Yesterday I was in the CCD, the Convention Centre Dublin. Um, and I think I got it there. Like that's most likely where I got it from, which is annoying because like I'm doing my job, and then I get
You don't
COVID.
have time for this shit, man.
I was out on Tuesday. That's the last time I was out drinking, and I didn't get it then. I got it in work. Um, but it's fine. I mean, I was like feeling not too hot today, and the guys in the warehouse were like, "Hey, you can take a COVID test," and I was like, "Okay." And I took one, and I saw the 2 lines, and I like walked out, and I was just like, "I'm going home. Someone tell the boss I'm gone."
Oh man.
Especially
Um.
because like that first hour when you have COVID, it's my first time getting it. I dodged it the whole time. But that like first hour, you just have to spend telling everyone you have it.
You just found out, like.
Yeah, like I was like calling my mom. And I was like, "Hey, I have COVID. Not gonna make it to dinner tonight."
Where are you thinking of posting this podcast? Because it's kind of ad hoc. I don't know much about it. Where are you thinking of posting this?
I don't know. I might just throw it up on my YouTube channel,
Sure.
or maybe like Spotify. I got paid the other day, Tom. I can afford to go on Spotify with this bad boy
Oh,
if I'm
you have
bothered.
to. You can pay the bribes then.
I'm bribing Spotify.
It's gotten a lot easier to get onto Spotify.
Yeah,
It's not nearly as much of an exclusive club as it was,
you know,
which is great because it means like it's not like a song doesn't have to be big, or like an artist doesn't have to be big for their shit to be on Spotify. You know,
yeah.
it just probably is if it's all like known.
Yeah, like for music, DistroKid like puts it on everything for like really cheap.
Mm.
But something I really like is, you know, when like an artist has like a song that they didn't officially release, like everyone, you know, it's like somewhere it's on like SoundCloud or YouTube or a live stream. clip
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Spotify with its podcast feature, I don't know how, but like the community have been able to upload these like through the podcast feature. So like there was a time.
It's easier to get podcasts on the Spotify than songs.
Yeah, so like they put these
Ah.
up as like podcasts, and it's great. Like I just listened to a Tyler the Creator song, not on Spotify, but it was there as a podcast.
I recently started playing World of Warships, the worst game,
What was
the shittiest good game ever.
when was the last time you took a shower?
Multiple days ago, no
Oh,
joke. I think I've
oh.
talked about this on a previous playlist that we've done, where if I don't have to, we've talked about this on a previous podcast that we've done, where if I don't have to fucking go out somewhere, I literally won't shower.
See, I have like
Unless it gets really bad, like unless I just like, oh man, I can smell myself. Like,
I have it like wired into my body to take a shower. Like usually it's like get off from a day of work and I lie down for like an hour, and I usually have a nap and then I'll go and I'll take a shower, you know. So like the next few days, I don't know what I'm gonna do because usually on my days off, I'm not bothered to get up and shower.
oh,
It's like it's a work
Yeah.
thing, you know.
yeah, you're gonna be stinking the next few days then.
Well, I'm allowed to be because like where the fuck I'm gonna go? Who I'm gonna see?
No one.
Exactly.
Shit, man, you're gonna go insane. You're actually gonna get cabin fever. I
Because
just
like,
realized.
yeah, that's the issue. Like I'm already pretty like psychologically insane.
Is your roommate home right now,
Yeah.
or is he still gone?
No,
Oh,
he's-
he is. Oh,
He
okay.
came back like last week. Should I just scream really loud?
No, don't. He's. I know him. He's like an upstanding guy. Don't fucking disrupt him.
It's 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, I just did scream.
I mean, he streams as well, so he's probably streaming right now.
I don't know, is he? I don't know. But yeah, no, I texted him. I was like, hey, look, I'm just gonna come in, go straight to my room. I might be on the balcony sometimes, just for fresh air. And I asked him to pick me up oat milk because I had some cereal that I wanted to eat. Then I ran out of cereal, and now I have oat milk left over.
You just drinking oat milk?
No, I'm not drinking the oat milk, but like I have it left over for the next time I get cereal.
Wouldn't it go off? When are you getting cereal?
God,
What are we
only
talking
knows.
about? What the fuck are we talking about, Hugh? I mean, really, like.
No, you're asking me a legitimate question, cause so I had a carton of whole milk and a box of cereal, right? But then I used all the whole milk before I used all the cereal. So
Oh,
there,
say it ain't so.
therein lies the dilemma, because if I want to, you know, eat the cereal the way God intended it to be eaten, then
Wait, which is what? How did God intend cereal to be eaten?
under the white liquid straight from the cow titty, you know, then I should get milk. I didn't get milk for the past few days on me, and then today I come down with COVID, and some guys in work have been talking to me about switching to oat milk because it just makes every aspect of your life better. And I was like, you know what?
Really?
It's like it's better for your skin. It's better for your bowels. It's just generally better.
Yeah, but it's better for your bowels if you're like lactose intolerant, though, right?
Yeah, so
I mean,
I am
if you can
lactose
digest
intolerant.
lactose.
I'm
Oh, okay. Well, you should have started with that. Like, it would make everything it would be
I'm not
it would be easier on my bowels and make every part of my life better.
I'm not I'm not diagnosed with lactose intolerance, but I have eczema.
You probably fucking are.
I have eczema, and like that's very closely linked to it. And also, I shit up a storm when I have whole milk, so I switched to oat milk today.
No, I think you should drink water with coffee sweetener in it.
What the fuck? That's
Be
no.
a good oat. See, that's what oat milk is, though. It's like
No,
they get
milk the
oats or whatever,
oat.
and they mix it.
They make the oat. They milk the oat.
Do oats have like
Milk in them, yeah.
udders?
And they squeeze it out like little zits.
Oh, stop, man! I would have thought they just hit it with a mallet, but you made it sound like they've got like thousands of third world children like squeezing oats.
How do they make oat milk?
I think they just add water to it.
And
I think they just add water and mash it up, and that makes it like.
that's what it tastes like. Like have you ever like left water like in a bottle in your room for like a month, and then you drink it, and it's still water, but something's up with it.
The water goes off.
Yeah, same exact feeling with oat milk. Like
you know what? I'll have like a water bottle in my room, and then I'll leave it there, and then it'll like some of the water inside will evaporate.
Yeah.
And there'll be like droplets on the inside. The inside of the bottle will like fog up, and I'll like shake the bottle, and it'll get it all back down, and then the bottle will be nice and clear again. But I still feel like it's dirtier, even though it's like it's impossible for it to be dirtier, but. It's dirtier somehow because of that. Like
that's the water equivalent of dirt is the little mist.
Yeah, I imagine it like meat or like rashers like sweating or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, like the way sausages sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like grease. There's water grease in there because the water was sweating because it evaporated.
Yo, the water be sweating.
I recently got this. I'm in a position to start this sales job.
Oh.
Door-to-door
nice
sales.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, pure like bullshittery and con artistry.
That's good for you. You're a law student.
No, my parents were like giving me advice, not in the form that like they want me to do well. They just want to change how salesmen operate. They were like, they were saying, don't look if it's a bad time, because no one wants to talk to salesmen, right?
Yeah.
No one wants to talk to fucking salesmen. Like, so your automatic position is not neutral; it's slightly negative. You start off with a slightly negative reputation because you're also knocking on their fucking door. But they said, look, just read the like room, read the attitude of the person, and then find out if it's a bad time. And if it's a bad time, literally just go say something like, look, I understand this is a bad time. The deal is simple. I can save you some money on your energy bill. It's quick and easy. Here's my card. Give me a call sometime. And then they put the card on the kitchen counter, and then eventually they walk past it every day, and they think, oh, I should give that lad a ring, and then that's how you can get customers there. That's how they would prefer it. So that's the advice they gave to me. I don't know if it would actually work.
Well, I'll be honest. I would appreciate that, but like, if you think that I'm gonna leave that card on my kitchen counter, I'm gonna walk past it every day, like that shit's going into the deepest recesses of my flat.
Probably, yeah, true.
Like that's going
still
in my drawer, and then like 6 months later, I'll be like, oh, I gotta clean my shit up, and I go and I look, and like, oh, hey, there's that guy's card. I'm gonna throw that out now, and I'll continue to spend more on my energy bill.
Well, I mean, the idea is not that you like, okay, we're gonna knock on this house and we are going to get them to switch. That's not like the idea. The idea is like, you call to a bunch of houses so that you at least get some of them. I think they're like, you have to find 6 customers in a week, and you're doing like 30 hours a week of sales. So That's not so bad. I
Six
don't
is
think.
pretty
It
irrational.
might be 6 a day actually. I think it's 6 a day actually. So one an hour, one every hour or so.
That's not too bad. I got a. Did I mention I got my paycheck in like yesterday?
No. How much did you get paid?
I'll say, it's the most I've ever gotten paid from a job.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I saw how much it was. Yeah, that's fucking nice, man. And you barely got taxed, right?
I got taxed like a good bit actually. Like
Was it you that was giving out shit about taxes?
No,
or was that?
That was someone else, but that's because they didn't set up their tax right. See,
Yeah,
that's the beautiful thing about Ireland, is that we just take the tax right out of your paycheck. We don't make you do the funny numbers. We just steal your money outright.
Yeah, doing your taxes in Ireland is like logging onto a website. It's revenue.ie for if anyone's curious.
But well, no. See, there are some.
And then like logging in, you just have to log in and like fill in some forms, and then it's set up and they tax you normally.
There is some like businesses where you do have to pay tax like manually. Like if you have to invoice someone, then you have to do the tax on that.
Right.
But it's, usually you can figure out the rates pretty easily. And I've talked to some people who do it, and like they get their paycheck, they immediately put some money in a different account as their tax account, and like that's it, like that's their tax money.
Ah, okay. And then like emergency tax is like
That's a funny business.
Yeah. If everyone like when they turn 16 and they start like working in Ireland, they have some evil idea of emergency tax. Like no, they don't. You don't crawl out of the womb understanding what emergency tax is.
Yeah.
So at some point someone has to explain it to you, but they've no reason to explain it to you until you're like actually 16. So you get to a point where your parents or your friends will tell you about emergency tax and how it works.
Yeah.
Like for anyone who doesn't know, it's just the government just takes an increasing percentage of your paycheck every time you get paid, and it gets up to like 80% of your paycheck until you sign up for this website, and then once you sign up, they give all the money back to you, so you get it all back. But it's literally just to be like increasingly annoying to get you to get on the revenue like tax website so they can actually tax you properly. And chances are you're not fucking making enough to actually get taxed. You'll be like exempt from tax.
Yeah.
For the first while, but it's a good idea. Like
I remember when like I had a few friends who like turned 16 before me, and so they all started getting jobs, and they were like telling me like, oh man, emergency tax is like something else. Like you just lose all your money, and then like 1 week, like you go on a website, you fix it, and then you get like a mad paycheck the next week.
Yeah, they're like there's always one person who's just like like I said, someone explained it to them, but no one explained it to this person, so they're just trudging through the emergency tax every time, like working harder and getting paid less, like every fucking month or every week.
And then like they figure it out and they're like, oh shit, they like fucking fix it all up, and then they've got like $1,000 coming through.
But it's like their money. It's not like the government is giving you $1,000. Like you earn the money. It's just like from your gross pay.
They stole it from you.
Yeah. Well, taxation is theft, so yeah, they actually did.
That's too political.
Ooh. Oh. Well, I say that for the meme. Taxation has some benefits.
Oh, that's
except
too
when
political.
I'm paying tax, then it's theft.
Yeah.
It's theft.
Okay, that's a reasonable amount of politics. That actually filled up our slot for it on the podcast.
I was gonna start sharing some opinions.
No.
No. Drat! I'll click my fingers.
What a drat!
Damn it! Darn.
There's no room for opinions here.
Oh well, okay. Well, most of my opinions are objective facts anyway, so there's still room for that, right?
No. I have a bottle of wine sitting in front of me.
Give it to me.
No, I can't. It's my special bottle of wine. It's got a gay foot on it.
What?
Okay, right. So let me describe it. So the brand is Barefoot, right? It's Pinot Grigio, and it's like the Barefoot brand. Like the logo is like a foot, right? And then
Right.
this is a special bottle for Pride, and I saw it and I knew I had to get it. So it's like got rainbows all over it. It says LGBTQ
It's
Pride
the
Edition.
gay feet wine. The gay feet wine is
Yeah.
what you have.
I had the gay feet wine.
See, you said I have a bottle of wine in front of you, and I imagined a regular like Merlot glass. I didn't imagine the gay feet wine.
On the back, like the back label, the top it says footnotes.
I was drinking. I very nearly spat like orange squash all over my microphone.
Footnotes. I picked that up the other night, and then I never drank it because I got very drunk before I even got into it. And then I got in a taxi, and I passed out in the taxi, and the taxi man drove me home, and then he had to wake me up when I got home. But
It's kind of embarrassing.
But like the thing, yeah, it was. But the thing was, I was so drunk.
Yes, it was, and thank you for that.
I was stumbled into the taxi, right, and I'm talking to the guy, but I'm like, "Yeah, man, no, I had a good night. Yeah, man, I'm doing alright. Yeah, yeah, you too." And I take out my earphones and I go, "I'm gonna put in some earphones." And he goes, "What?" And I go, "I'm gonna put in some earphones now. I'm just gonna listen to music." He goes, "Okay, all right, you do that, buddy." Like he's my dad or something.
Sorry, you fall asleep in the taxi and then you wake up in the morning in your bed because the taxi man picked you up and carried you to your bed.
And you're still wearing your clothes, like. But no,
you're in your jammies. He changed you into your pajamas, like.
But I put in my earphones and then I didn't plug them into my phone. I just sat there with my earphones,
Sorry.
in. Like, because I knew I couldn't handle the outside noise and I also couldn't handle music. So I just sat there with my earphones in, nothing playing through. Just like, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up.
See, I was going to call you an idiot, but then I realized I do that all the time as well.
But
you did it intentionally. I just put my earphones in sometimes and forget to play something. So I just walk for like 3 or 4 minutes with my earphones in my ear and then realize I'm not listening to anything. It's like deafening silence. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Then I put something on.
I would like, I could have listened to brown noise actually, if I knew what it was.
If you were to listen to brown noise while you were walking, you would collapse, smack your head on the ground and shit yourself.
You would brown yourself to brown noise.
Brown.
No, but like I do that. Like if I'm about to send a text, but I'm plugging in my music. I will like send the text and just stand there in total silence, and I'll go, "Oh wait, what the fuck? No music." Like there'll always be an issue. I also I have to have the right soundtrack. Like that's something that I do now quite a lot.
When you're walking?
Yeah, like
to reflect your mood, pathetic fallacy.
Yeah. Like I gotta reaffirm my mood by playing certain music.
Yeah, I do that as well.
So like I'll be walking, I'll be like, this song is too fucking sad, and I'll like change it until I find one that's right.
It doesn't like the thing. Oh well, sorry. I was gonna say if you're listening to like happy music, it can actually affect your mood. Like music really can affect your mood.
Yeah.
But if you're not like in a position to be happy at this moment of time, and you listen to happy music, it's like listening to Christmas music in like September. It's grating, you know.
Yeah. But no, one time the coolest experience I had with like lining my music up with my mood, I got on the Lewis one time, right? And Short Change Hero by The Heavy comes on.
Ooh.
And like I'm standing at the
very
Lewis.
Borderlandsy.
Yeah, Borderlandsy, right? So I'm at the Lewis stop. Short Change Hero comes on. Lewis pulls up. I hit the button. I get on. I stand at the door because like the Lewis is packed full. So I stand at the door, like facing out. Doors close. and it's like,
Hyperion robots come in through the windows and try to kill everybody.
but like the doors closed, and then like the fucking guitar came in like, and I was like, this shit is so cool. We started moving, and then Hyperion robots came in and started gunning down the civilians.
Crazy.
But don't worry, I pulled out my my trusty dusty 2 guns, because I'm the fat guy from Borderlands 2.
Yeah, Borderlands 2. What a great game.
That was a really good game.
It still is. I mean, it's
yeah.
still
It's
replayable. I think I'll definitely come back to it when I'm old and grouchy and the age of a boomer.
I think it's just like the charm of it, you know? Like it's
Yeah,
a very
true.
charming game.
It's you know what it is? It's like there was a period of time where like the internet was so naive and like it was just like, I mean, what I'm saying is like Nyan Cat and shit like that, like
Yeah.
Vocaloid stuff, you know? But like that, in my opinion, that was shattered in like 2015. 2015, when Trump started his like presidential campaign and there was like right-wing YouTube took off and all this.
Yeah.
The internet was not as fun. The internet got way more serious, like, and I feel like it still kind of is. We're in the post-Trump era now, where like schizo type shit, and like Patrick Bateman is like a big funny thing where it wasn't before. People just weren't into like schizo humor
Yeah.
before that, you know.
No,
They
yeah.
didn't romanticize mental illness, is what I'm fucking saying, really.
No, for sure. There was definitely like a shift in the internet where it went like, haha, funny, lol, quirky, to like, I'm gonna kill your father.
Yeah.
But-
Kill her, like shit, like just like a crazy like irrational responses to everything.
You know what? Like I miss most from like old YouTube,
What?
like Black Ops lobby trolling videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like the video game donkey shit where he just go like, he go into a lobby and just go, time to go nap nap.
Do you remember like Barack Obama plays Call of Duty?
Dude,
Like
no
that's-
way he did. He was the president. He didn't have time for it.
I know, that's the craziest thing, man. 2012 was a crazy time.
Who do you think?
But
Who do you think that Barack Obama would have played as in 5, the zombies map?
oh, well, who was in 5? Oh, sorry.
There's-
Well, John F. Kennedy, surely.
Well, I mean, there's Kennedy, there's Nixon, there's the one
I don't
guy.
think he doesn't strike me as a Nixon guy. He definitely wouldn't be McNamara. I don't know why he'd be Robert McNamara.
McNamara, and then there was
Fidel
Fidel Castro. It's actually Mateus's grandfather, our friend Mateus. Cut that. That's a little editor note for myself. Fuck.
I'd say leave that in. He'll appreciate that. He doesn't get mad about stuff like that being like doxed.
Oh no, it's not me doxing. It was just like nobody will get that joke. I have to put in the yonder.
Oh no.
definition.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay. Right.
Cut. But I think probably Kennedy he would have played as.
Yeah. Who do you think? No, Trump would have played as Nixon.
Yeah.
Trump would have played as Nixon.
Yeah.
Who would play? Oh, Jimmy Carter would play as Robert McNamara. That's who would play as Robert McNamara.
Jimmy Carter. I heard
Yeah.
there was like this story that Hannibal Buress told one time about how he met Jimmy Carter on a plane, and Jimmy Carter just went around shaking everyone's hand.
That's you know what that is? That's I'm slightly famous, but I'm not famous to the point where it's really changed my life.
Yeah,
You know?
like
He like if he was like Barack Obama, well, not Barack Obama, but if he was like really famous, he would have to like put a cap on and a hood and like aviator sunglasses and like just avoid like not be seen, you know.
yeah, but like
You have to be Jimmy Carter famous to shake everyone's hand.
be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm Jimmy Carter. Hey, I was
You may have seen me as the president of this country at one point, like.
the former president of the United States of America. You know,
He's flying Ryanair.
Uh, yeah, which I just found that very funny. Like, you really gotta be like that low that you're just shaking people's hands so they know you.
Oh man, so that people can talk about it.
Yeah, people
Like,
be like,
someone brings up Jimmy Carter, and then most people in the room mention, "Oh yeah, my mom met him on a plane once, shook his hand and all."
it's like, it's like you'd be like, oh yeah, I was getting my flight here, and Jimmy Carter was on my plane, and he shook my hand, and most people are like, who? And you'd be like, Jimmy Carter. He was the president of the United States of America. You go, oh yeah. I don't fucking know who that is.
I don't know anything that he did. I couldn't tell you if he was Republican or Democrat. I just know he was like.
He was in there.
Yeah, he was in there at some point. I couldn't even tell you if he was around the time of like Kennedy. I think he's around like George Bush.
Yeah.
Around that time, like more recent, but I don't fucking know.
Like post Reagan, pre Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
I think so.
That sounds right.
Should I? I kind of want to look this up.
Because
I kind of don't want to look this up.
I don't know when like he was in office, but like that seems like the right time frame. But we're not Americans, so we don't have to.
He was in office in the 70s. Okay.
Oh, so that's pre-Reagan.
No, wait. He was the 39th president.
Oh wait, so when was that? What year?
Sorry, 77 to 81. Yeah, okay.
Oh, so he was just before Reagan.
Succeeded by Reagan.
Yeah,
oh,
he was just before Reagan.
Interesting.
What was I gonna say? Who's your favorite U.S. president?
Oh,
tread lightly.
Well, it has to be divided up into so it's, okay, George Washington, right? Because he's pretty cool, and I like that. Like, without being like a chauvinist, I like the like American revolutionary, kind of, aesthetic, shall I say?
Aesthetic. Fuck off, bro.
I like Kennedy because he's Irish and he talks funny and his head got blown up, and I like Nixon because he talks funny. Barack Obama, a classic.
Thanks, Obama.
That picture purely because of that picture of him drinking a Guinness. No other reason. Had he not taken that picture, I would be indifferent. Who was like
my favorite one would have to be Lyndon B. Johnson. Cause of his massive cock.
Did he have a massive cock?
It's like it's a really well documented thing that he specifically had to have his pants altered so that his cock could fit in there comfortably. Like, there's a recording of him on the phone, and he's like
talking about it.
He's like, my balls are just so massive, I need to get them in there.
Sorry, was he like physically large? Like abnormally large, or was it just his genitalia were disproportionately large?
I think like he was just like a bigger guy. Like he probably could have eaten Kennedy if he wanted to.
But he must have been like big soft, right? Like he was. Yeah. He's not like one of those grower, not a shower guys. He's just big soft.
Like he's swanging when he's walking around, you know. He keep that thing on him.
Jesus, excuse me. I should stop coughing for a few minutes now. I got a nice chunk of phlegm there out of my throat.
Yeah. But yeah, so Lyndon B. Johnson, massive nuts.
Who's your favourite Taoiseach of Ireland?
Michael Collins.
Was he Taoiseach? I don't think he was Taoiseach.
No, he got shot to death.
I think De Valera, just because he was funny and tall.
De Valera is no, I actually can't let this get political, can I? I have opinions on.
No, I know he did some fuck shit. Didn't he order Michael Collins to be killed?
Yeah, he started.
Ooh.
Okay, you know this story. Okay, we both took leaving certificate history, but
we're in the same class, in fact.
Michael Collins signed the treaty for De Valera. De Valera then denounced his actions. And then started the Civil War, and De Valera died as a result, or Collins died as a result. And then he also let Irishmen be shipped off to be killed fighting for the English in the World War II.
What?
He let Irishmen be recruited by the English, even though Ireland was neutral.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I think my favorite Taoiseach would be Bertie Ahern, just because his name's funny to say.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember him as a kid.
Yeah.
And then I remember we had like a doctor. Like our GP was of the name Ahern as well, and I used to confuse them. And I'd say to my parents like, "Yeah, we're going to see Dr. Bertie Ahern, right?" And they'd be like, "What? What are you on about, bud?" Very funny. Trust me, it was funny at the time.
You know, fuck it. It sounded funny until you started going, "Trust me, it was funny."
I love doing that.
Yeah, like I think he was at the boom, the economic boom of the early 2000s.
Oh, what a great time to be Taoiseach, I'd say.
Yeah, and then he.
You'd probably just go into the Dáil and have crack, you know? You wouldn't get anything
cocaine,
done. You'd just be making jokes. Well, yeah, quite literally, I would say. But you just be cracking jokes. Like you wouldn't be doing nothing.
What they want to build
Sure,
houses?
the country's doing.
Go
Sure, the boom's going well. We've a few years before it bursts, like on us. So we probably won't be in government by then. And if it does, we won't be in government for long. So we won't have to worry about it at all. That's what I'd be thinking. I'd be fucking taking the piss and shit. Like
I've been thinking about going into politics, but
oh man, please don't. Are you joking?
see, here's the thing: if I go into politics, I can make real change. You know, I can make the world a better place. But I won't. So,
what would you do if you were an absolute dictator? Like your word was law.
Was law? I'd probably try and end the homelessness crisis.
How would you do that?
Build homes.
Go it.
Why
doesn't the government do that? I just don't understand why they don't just print more money and then build more homes.
Look, you just said my word was law, okay? So don't get sarcastic with me about this.
Can I get political real quick?
It's gonna really depend
I'm gonna anyway. I don't think major change will happen until we get guillotines and start executing politicians. I think we should genuinely do that. As a law student, I think that's valuable and a good idea to do. What do you think?
Like France did with their monarchs.
Yeah. Like Reign of Terror 2025. That'd be my my fucking.
Is that
no? But okay, but hear me out. Right? But hear me out. If right. How bad would things have to get for you to be able to win the election? Like you make a new party, right? It gains a bunch of popularity. You get big in politics in Ireland with the slogan, "I will cut their heads off," and you reintroduce the death penalty and invent crimes and make them retroactively enforceable and then execute all of the previous government. How bad would it have to get?
I think
you could pull it off now. In my opinion, you could pull it off now. But go on.
I think some people have already done that. You know, North Korea, Russia.
Dude, that is
China.
literally North Korea, man.
China. They've done.
That is literally Russia and China, man.
Okay, well, look. What
I'm not
really
hearing
taking
any
from this-
valuable political discourse.
What I'm
right
taking
now.
from this is the French did it, and they got Les Miserables. So
And that was based.
I think if we did it, then you and I might be in a musical called like, The Miserable Fellas or something, you know?
The shite lads.
No crack at all, lads.
No crack. That's what Les Miserables would be called if it was in Ireland. No crack.
No crack. Shite buzz.
Shite bus.
And we could have scenes where we sing and dance down the streets of Dublin.
Yeah, Dublin.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if I'm bothered revolting right now, you know?
You're not.
I don't know if I could be bothered.
Why not?
It's like such a thing. It's like you gotta make a day out of it, you know?
I kind of get what you can't like be in Dublin and then see a protest and join in. Is
Yeah.
that what you mean?
I mean, like,
Yeah.
and then like, what happens if it works? Like, you control the government now?
No, you just go back to being some scug. In fact, life will probably get worse for a while.
Yeah. And so, if the immediate consequences, you know, outweigh the long-term benefits, then why should I even do this?
I have no answer to that. You've made me speechless. I think you should just support the status quo. Just keep going to work, Wagey. That's what I think.
Don't you literally work a sales job? Isn't
Yeah, but
your
I get, I'm gonna get commission.
isn't
So.
your entire life dependent on capitalism?
Yes. What's the meme? I live in the society doesn't mean I support it. Like people who own iPhones, like people who think it's like a torpedo to their fucking whole argument when you say, yeah, but you own an iPhone. So.
I mean, I don't think you can live in something, and support it, or not support it. I think you must support what you live in, or else you die.
Or else
Or else I get really, really angry.
you will get really, really
yeah,
angry.
me
Just
specifically. I will get. Oh, grr.
How angry will you get?
I'll turn big and orange. And I'll get loads of muscles.
Your head will swell up. Are we talking steam out the ears or no? Not that angry.
No, not that angry. But I'll start speaking in illegible grunts.
Yeah, will you huff and puff? You will huff and puff.
I'll blow your.
You won't
fucking
turn
eyes out.
red, but you will turn orange, and you'll start like. Obviously, you'll be frowning quite a lot.
I'll have like a blonde wig on. And I'll start doing very bad Donald Trump impressions.
Oh my god!
And then I'll say.
You said not to make it political. Jeez, man.
I
I think 60% of what we were talking about was related to politics in some way.
and then I'll go.
Everything I said, everything I said was serious.
Oh god.
I'm gonna do that guillotine plan.
Oh fuck. I'm
Watch
not
out,
involved with this.
Can you censor that name?
Yeah.
Can you censor
I'm
that
gonna
name?
get rid
I
of
don't
that
want to
one.
be. I don't want to be like
That
this to
one's
come
fun.
up in the future.
Especially
Yeah.
since you want to be a lawyer. And then
Just censor that, and censor it again.
censor
This
just there when you said again, just there.
there. Yeah, and I won't. I won't say it again, and you won't say it again either because it
Say
gets
what again?
very old very quick.
Say what again?
I'm not gonna. I can't say what it. Just audio, like listener. Just imagine a beep, right? Beep there. Great. Just because that's what they've heard. 4 fucking beeps now in a row.
But yeah, when I turn big and orange, I'll be like the Hulk, except like it's me version of the Hulk. So I'll be the
How does that work? Like, is he lanky?
fuck. No, he's really big and muscly and sexy.
The lank, the lank.
And he's orange. Don't forget that he is jaundice. And then I'll start doing backflips towards the doll.
Why towards the doll?
I forgot what I was getting angry about. So
You're gonna.
I turned it back
It's
towards
like
the
Donald. It's like, or not Donald Trump. Forrest Gump. Like where he just starts. I just started running. Like you just started backflipping around Dublin. People are backflipping with you before long.
I just
This
started.
big muscly orange fella. He's just backflipping around Dublin.
I just started backflipping. And like my body kind of defies gravity because like the size that I am, I should be like hitting the ground a lot harder, but I seem to be lighter in a way.
I'm sorry. You know the way you see like gymnasts,
Yeah.
like when they're somersaulting and they're in like the like series of like flips or whatever. They like I don't mean like they go up high off a springboard. I mean the people who do it like with
Yeah.
they land on their hands and then bounce more. They're going so fast, right? I just imagine you like Like you're bounding down O'Connell Street. Like you're like beating the Lewis in terms of like speed.
That's not
The
hard to
Lewis
do.
is Irish for speed, and you're speedier than it.
And I'm just backflipping the whole time. And no one can,
And you're a big orange blur. That's what you are in the streets of Dublin.
and no one can
Terror.
fucking
They
stop
think
me.
they think it's some plot from the Ulster Unionists. Like it's to terrorize the Irish people.
That's what they've done.
Sorry, I can't remember what. Oh, we were talking about supporting the system that you live in. You have to, or you will get really pissed off, and this will happen. Well, honestly, I would like to see that. So you've gone and made it so that if I knew that was going to happen, like if you proved it to me, like
How would I prove it
what's
to
the
you
one with,
without
like,
you getting really
Ebenezer-
mad?
well, like Ebenezer Scrooge, like the ghost of Christmas future, or whatever, like Christmas past, that bullshit. Like if you could say, if you don't do this, this will be Dublin, and it's like Dublin as it is now. And then if you do this, or sorry, the other way around, like if you don't support the system, this will happen. And it's just you like backflipping. I would not support the system then. I would make that come about. That's what I want to do.
You want like a total revolution at the hands of a fucking orange Hulk-like figure who speaks only in grunts and just backflips to the doll every day.
I forgot about the grunts back.
Yeah. Well, I don't speak
Oh
like
my God.
legible English, but once I take power, I'll be in the doll at the head of it going. Tom.
Will you ever calm down? That's the question.
Not as long as I'm in power. Maybe
This is a one-way trip. If I start supporting the system again, will you not calm down? You'll still be pissed off.
well, I mean, you'll have to start supporting the system. Once you support the system, I calm down. But the only time you'll support the system is when I run the system.
Oh, true. It's a paradox then. And then you're going to calm down and you'll stop the orange flipping, and then I'll stop supporting the system again. And it's an endless cycle.
I mean, unless, like, I decide that I like feeling the power, and so I make a system that you can't support.
That, yeah.
And then I'm orange forever. And I can backflip all the time.
Do you figure out, like Bruce Banner figures out how to be like halfway between the two forms?
I was considering that, maybe at some point, but like right now, I think it's best to keep them separate, so that, especially in this very moment, so that if I do need to go super critical and backflip all the way to the doll, then at least it'll be a surprise to people if they saw me walking around as the Hulk right now. Hulk is just my name, Hugh, combined with Hulk. I combined the two.
Do you pronounce it Hulk?
No, it's just Hulk. If I'm going around as the Hulk, then that's going to cause some issues. People are going to be like, hey, that guy's backflipping around. I feel like he might overthrow the government or something,
Fucking Dr. Jekyll must have like heard about the protests.
It's like
He's flipping again.
it's just really a problem because people are like, oh, he's like, he turns big because like radiation. He turns orange because of radiation. Just have jaundice.
Just have what? Jaundice?
Yeah, jaundice.
What's jaundice?
It's like something to do with piss, I think. Hold on.
What?
Let me find out.
How do you spell? Yeah, look this up. I want to know. Jaundice. Is it like Jenkum?
No, it's not like Jenkum. Jaundice is a condition in which the skin, whites of the eyes, and mucous membranes turn yellow because of a high level of bilirubin.
Oh.
Yeah. It comes from hepatitis, gallstones, and tumors.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So.
If you see someone with yellow eyes.
So.
But there's multiple forms of hepatitis, right?
Yeah, like ABC.
We all saw that one Rick and Morty episode, like.
No. Actually, there's something I've been noticing lately, which is I like forget shows so easily. Like, shit happens in
You are becoming old, man.
No.
You're gonna get grey hair soon.
Because, like, I'll watch a show and I'll be like, that's the best show I've ever watched in my life, and then I'll rewatch it and I'll be like, I don't remember this happening. This shit like never happened the first time I watched the show.
Okay, wait, hold on. I thought you were saying you just completely like forget, like Alzheimer's forget shit, like Iraqi forget moment. No, you're like saying, oh, I'm forgetting shows because I don't remember it, like I don't have like an encyclopedic fucking knowledge of every show I've ever watched.
Well, right, because I've been rewatching Stranger Things, right? And I've watched season 1 and 2 before, but I rewatched them because it's been like 2 years since I've watched them. But I was rewatching them and I was like, I don't remember half this shit happening. You know?
I mean, aside from like the lights on the wall and like going to the upside down and shit like that, I don't like what else is there to fucking remember in the show? Like what actually happens in the show?
Winona Ryder is a MILF.
Is Winona Ryder one of those like children? Or
No,
is she actually,
she's the mother. She's like
How do you spell her name?
Winona Ryder.
To each their own, is what I'll say.
Wow, really,
Okay.
bro? Leaving me out to dry here?
Oh, sorry. No, she kind of is.
Yeah. See?
Winona Ryder speaks out in relationship with Johnny Depp. Oh man, why has everyone gone out with Johnny Depp and has an opinion on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial?
Yeah. Like,
Seriously, they're milking that. Like,
do you ever see that clip of like the TMZ guy who was in the trial?
no.
He was like,
What does he do?
he's like giving a testimony, and Amber Heard's lawyer was like, so you coming here, are you like testifying? Is this like you trying to get your 15 minutes of fame? And he was like, no, I'm actually putting myself in the target of TMZ, which is a very litigious organization. And also, I mean, on that point, I could say the same thing about you, taking Amber Heard as a client.
Ooh.
And then like people in the courtroom like freaked out, and everyone's like, "This is a big lol moment."
Very funny.
Ben,
Burn.
no,
No.
yeah.
Um.
That's my Talking Bad impression.
Oh, fantastic! It was very good.
You know what I?
Do you remember when we used to get like those like bottles of like flavored fizzy water from Tesco, and we'd poke holes in the lids and then squirt each other with them, like spray, like fucking soak each other with the fucking water.
Yeah, so you get like, it was like a bottle of sparkling water that was like lemon and lime flavored, 40 cents for a liter in Tesco, and it didn't taste good. Like,
It tasted alright. You could drink it if you were in the need of a sugar rush. Like,
you know when you have dilute, but you don't put in it enough like of the dilute, like the squash, so it just tastes
True.
watered down. Like that's how it is. It's like watered down Sprite.
but it was 40 cents. I mean,
Yeah.
what were you expecting?
And you get like a pin or like a compass.
A compass. Most of us had compasses.
Yeah,
Like.
and you just poke a hole in the lid, and then people would like spray it into their mouths. Which, by the way, this removes like all carbonation within like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know how the carbonation is gonna follow through this like pinhole hole that you've poked in the lid of it. Like,
Yeah,
surely the bubbles get stuck somewhere.
the bubbles they're stuck, but and then people would start to like spray each other with it, and it was just the worst shit ever. But people kept doing it. And then people were like, "Oh hey, look, we're like 14 now. We can afford a bottle of Lucozade. I'm not gonna spray this at my friends. It's not worth it. I paid €1.50 for it."
I don't think it was as bad when they had like emptied the bottle and then they'd refill it with water. Like, if it was just water, I wouldn't have minded really.
Yeah,
I mean, it would still have been annoying, but
like that.
some
shit was
guys took it too
sticky.
far. Like, I remember we were in class sometime, and like the teacher would turn around and guys would stand up and spray it across the room. Like you're gonna hit everyone.
Yeah,
It's gonna like fall and hit everyone. Everyone's gonna look over at you. The The teacher's instantly gonna know that something just fucking happened. Even if you're like quiet about it, they're gonna know. Okay, what the fuck just happened? Like, because everyone is staring to one side of the room. Like,
I had I think like the most like high school teenage movie high school moment I had was when like I got hit in the back of the head with a spitball one time in study.
uh,
And like I like because this guy was being fucking annoying already, and so like I think I got up and I like flipped one of his books and I like stormed out of the room, and it was like the cool teacher that was like watching us that day. So I was just like, I was just like, I'm fucking done with him. I'm leaving. He was like, yeah.
wait, say his name, but like you'll censor it afterwards. Like, oh,
Yeah.
he was not the cool teacher, man.
No, okay, right, because there were like,
Well, he acted cool. He acted
he
cool.
he was just like kind of
he
funny.
was a hey, how do you do, fellow kids?
Like-
yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
He
Sarah.
was
Yeah,
like-
he was kind of funny.
Like I never had him as like a full-time teacher. I only had him as like a substitute or like for study. Like I feel like he would have gotten on my nerves if I had him full-time, but you know,
yeah.
seeing him like once a week, it was like, oh, what's up? How you doing, sir?
True. He'd always it'd be very rare that where you would find him in a genuinely pissed off mood.
Yeah,
You know, like if you couldn't, like if you saw him in the hallway, you'd say, "Oh, how are you, sir?" And he would like I don't know.
he'd be like,
He
hey,
was definitely a mood. He would improve the mood, like you
yeah.
know.
I remember like one time he specifically got like pissed off was because there were like some guys in our year that found like pictures of his old business where he washed cars, and they like posted that everywhere. And then I think,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
did they get a picture of his son? Was that something I remember correct?
Oh, I don't know.
Like a picture of his kid, and they were like, "Look, it's a picture of his kid," and he was like, "This is too fucking far."
Yeah, because that is too fucking far. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the like his old business, like it's kind of funny or whatever, because he's a teacher now or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's also like, he'd ask them, okay, where did you find those pictures? And they'd be like, Facebook, sir. And so you looked up his Facebook, like you were stalking him, is what you were doing.
Yeah.
That's never explained to kids. Like that's not something that you fucking really do. You don't stalk someone, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everyone was doing it, but they like some lads just didn't understand that. They didn't see where the joke ended, and it became like weird, you know.
I had this French teacher, and she was quite good looking.
Oh, I know this story. Oh god, man, this makes me cringe when I hear this story.
And I remember one day, because she came to the school when we were in about TY, so we were about 16. And one day we were going to see like a play, because you do nothing in TY except go and see plays and shit. And
True.
people's like phones were going like right before it started, people were like going mad on their phones, like showing each other shit. And one of my friends, he gets shown it. He like pulls out his phone. He starts typing up. But he starts typing up, and he finds my French teacher's Instagram, and he shows it to me. And he's like, "Hey, look." I'm like, "What?" And I look, and it's like a picture of her with like a it's one of those like shirts where it's like just like a line, like a stripe, and there's no like straps around it, you know. I think that's what it was. And people were like 16-year-old boys like festering. We were like, oh my god, you can see her shoulders.
Oh man,
It's something like that. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, this woman teaches us French. I don't see why this is such an important thing.
well, I think it was because she was actually she was attractive.
very
Like
attractive.
she was very pretty. Like,
She, like, I think a month after the leaving cert, she came into the shop I worked in, and we did, like, a whole module on, like, no smoking, don't smoke, stop smoking. She comes into the shop I'm working in with her friend, and they go to buy cigarettes, and she comes right up to me, and, like, we make eye contact for, like, 1 second. I don't even say a word. I go and I grab the cigarettes, and I come back to the till, and she's gone. She's vanished.
Yeah, it's probably good you didn't say anything. I imagine teachers are like, Oh fuck! I hope he doesn't say anything to me. Like,
See, like, I do sometimes when they're like, it's someone I know well, because I've like had my our old physics teacher. He came into the shop every now and again, and I would chat with him a bunch. Or our old year head, she was the same. I would like stop him and I'd talk to him for like 2-3 minutes. I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm in college. You know, this is what's going on." One time I actually thanked our physics teacher because he gave me a really good predicted grade.
yeah, he gave me a really good one as well. I was
Uh,
like, I remember. Do you remember he was cheating, right? Don't name drop him or censor his name because like
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he broke the law or some shit. Like he could have gotten in a lot of trouble for this, but he was like asking us. He was calling us up and asking us like what grade we needed, and I told him like, oh, like I would be happy with like a H5, which is like there's two levels: higher, ordinary. Higher is kind of harder than ordinary, and then H5 is like 50%, right?
Yeah.
So H1 is like 90% or more. I said I'll be fine with like a H5, and he goes, I think you're in the running for a lot better than a H5. He gives me like a H3 or some shit. Like,
Yeah, I was
So-
like the same. I said like, look, if I need to pass this class, I need like a H4, maybe a H3 to push. And as it turned out, like doing the maths on my fucking points that I got, a H3 is what I needed. And I got a H3, but I got a H5 in the exam, which is 2 grades. I wouldn't be in this college course if I didn't get that grade off him. And so I thanked him.
oh
I
my
was like,
god, man.
I was like, thank you so much. And he was like, hey, it's so cool.
I bet he walked out of the shop and was like, yeah, I am a cool teacher. After that, like,
Yeah.
because he deserves to feel like that, man. If you're
And his
if you're
wife,
that much of a positive impact, like,
his wife was there as well, who I know because she was like my lifeguard training instructor. And so I was like, hey, hi, yeah, I'm just thanking your husband. Good to see you again too. No, I'm not coming back to lifeguard training. I can't swim. I was like the guy who's like swimming, and he comes up and he's like, that was always me. And I also splash a lot, but I don't competitively swim. You know,
why is that?
I'm not that good.
Oh, I've actually never seen you swim. I don't think I've ever seen you swim.
So
maybe you are like a.
I'm like,
What do you swim like butterfly? You do the butterfly stroke.
no, I'm like a front crawl kind of guy. You know.
I'm very much a breaststroke.
Oh, you would be.
I don't mean in like an innuendo sense.
Boobular implications.
No, I just tend to flail when I'm doing anything else. Breaststroke, I can do it like and look very graceful.
I just can't get the knees. My knees don't articulate that much. You know, I'm like a long guy, so like I gotta like do something with my legs, you know. Like
Fair
I
enough.
gotta fix them up. I gotta loosen them.
Oil them.
Yeah, I gotta
Like
oil
an
them.
old oil can, it squeaks. The oil can itself squeaks as you oil your knees.
Something I've always been very proud of is you know how like monkeys use like every part of their body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been like I like been like doing that shit since I was a kid. Like I close doors with my feet, I open doors with my feet. I'll grab the handle with my toes. Yank it
You're a
open.
monkey.
I always hold shit in my mouth, which like people give me a weird look, which is like they like look at me and they're like, "Why do you have those crisps in your mouth?" And I'm like,
Because I'm in a slice of life anime. Excuse you.
But like I'm like, this isn't even a weird thing for me to be doing. This is just useful.
I get what you mean.
And then
I
like
mean, I don't do that, but I get what you mean.
and then I throw them at the wall. The crisps.
They question what you're doing, so you turn orange and start flipping
I
again.
start flailing, I start grunting, and I start backflipping all over the place.
No. Like, you're mildly annoyed by me not supporting the system. Someone questioning why you have crisps in your mouth, like questioning how you live your life. That flings you into a rage.
Blind
You
rage.
turn red. You pass orange. You're red. Your fists are like windmills. Like, you just start walking. You just start walking forward, punching everything in sight. Like, you may as well be a garden strimmer. You have 2 garden strimmers attached to your, like, shoulders.
I'm just that insane, bro. I'm just hitting people. I'm like rolling onto my hands, but my hands are still spinning like, like windmills. And so I'm just kind of spinning off my hands, like my hands are a center point.
What do you call we're at like an hour and 5 minutes, so what do you think we could put it here?
We could call it here. I've been just kind of still talking, and I've been keeping an eye on the clock ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, we'll call it here.
Alright, sounds good.
Uh,
Can you like cut the 2 tracks together?
Yeah.
Like stream, because I want to see this like pretty soon.
yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow. Have you stopped recording? I'm still, thanks for listening, guys. Tom can't talk to you anymore. Bye.